What are you doing?
Drawing.
I see that. But why?
Because you said I get to draw on the board today.
I did say that, but that's not exactly what I meant when I said I needed your help with drawing on the board.
Oh. Hello again, and welcome to the Poly Vlog.
I'm Mick.
And I'm Stephanie.
Why are you wearing my shirt?
It's the closest thing I have to a lab coat.
And why would you need to wear a lab coat?
Because you said today we're talking about molecules, and it smells good.
I said polycules.
Oh! Polycules are romantic formations that tend to occur between poly people in multiple relationships.
So we're going to talk about the different formations and what they look like, which is why we're going to use the whiteboard today.
Can I take this off then?
You can take that off.
Okay.
Why don't we start with the simplest formations and get more complex from there?
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right. Single poly is when one individual dates multiple people. In these situations, one single person can be identified as the single time unit between multiple relationships. So this is what single poly looks like. Anytime that you see a single individual who may be dating multiple people and just loosely dates everybody. The next thing we're going to talk about is what everybody recognizes as a couple. That's what a couple looks like. I don't know why we had to cover this, because this is basics that even kids know, but hey, it's fun. So the next formation we're going to be talking about is the poly V formation. This is a relationship in which one person is then romantically or otherwise connected between two other individuals. This is the situation that we ourselves find ourselves in, whereas Stephanie is our hinge person between me and CB. She maintains a monogamous relationship between her and CB. CB identifies as monogamous. However, I identify as non-monogamous, and so does she. Okay, so the next form we're going to talk about is the triad, which resembles a V in a lot of ways. However, the defining difference is that your hinge people actually have a relationship with each other.
Betty and Veronica have a sexual relationship. Okay. A sexual, platonic relationship. I got a friends with benefits thing going. Archie and Betty have a romantic relationship. Archie and Veronica have a romantic relationship. Only Archie and Veronica's relationship is sexual. Okay, interesting. So what we have here is where Betty and Veronica are just friends that mess around. Archie's dating both Veronica and Betty, but Archie's not dating Betty. All right, I can get it. That's interesting.
Okay, so in this particular scenario, we're talking about maybe two existing couples who may begin to draw romantic lines in between them.
Like this. We'll just pretend that Mick is monogamous with Lucy.
Now, what would eventually happen would be to say that you and I began dating. So there'd be a romantic line drawn. But at the same time that you and I began dating, we introduced our spouses to each other, and they began dating. So now the monogamy no longer exists. Now in these situations, everything stays pretty close, and you can actually get into doing certain things like CB and I will only remain platonic. However, the girls may choose to, not only will this be sexual relationships in all of these categories, but you guys may even choose to branch over and have a sexual relationship for whatever
Maybe they
purposes.
even branch over and have a romantic relationship.
That is also possible. This is the way that a quad situation could end up working out. Okay, so next we're going to get into more complex formations and polycules. We're going to start off by talking about something very close to the quad, but this is a letter N. So just like the last scenario, in that you can often deal with couples, what we end up getting into here is if CB and I don't become friends at all, nor does Veronica and Stephanie. Okay, so again, none of the relationship lines between Veronica or CB cross with anybody else other than the two partners in the middle.
This is what's known as an N or a Z. Now we're going to take the same people and Betty.
Okay.
So
So like before, go ahead and draw in the exact same lines just for continuity's sake.
The monogamous changes to non-monogamous.
Non-monogamous, okay.
Now he has a
Sexual monogamous relationship with Betty. Let's say Betty's not screwing around with anybody else.
okay.
So this network identifies 5 people who are interconnected, but nobody really has multiple relationships with anybody else. Also known as an M or a W, depending on whether you want to flip it upside down on its head or not.
It's pretty simple, right?
These in no way resemble real, actual people, we
No.
promise. Welcome to the clusterfuck that is the poly tribe.
Why don't we start with monogamous? Let's fill in this one real fast.
Who's having sex with who? Oh my god, everybody's
Oh
having
my
sex.
gosh. Platonic is this one. And this one.
And this one. And this is platonic. And this is platonic. And this is platonic. And this. These are all.
Wait, step back for just a second. Let's get a progress shot. Everybody's friends if you can't tell.
Okay, so to break this down.
Oh my god.
I am married to this one. I'm in a romantic relationship with this one. I have had a sexual relationship with this one. My husband has had a sexual relationship with this one. You have had a romantic relationship with me, with N, and with L. Yeah. It's kind of a paint by numbers. And you've had a platonic sexual relationship with this one. But you've had a sexual relationship also with N, with L, and we didn't draw it in, but yeah, with B and V as well.
The part to recognize is that the monogamy line still gets to stay here because CB recognizes himself emotionally monogamous.
Yes.
In these situations, the same way. A may be the cornerstone of their particular portion of the tribe. However, each of them remains monogamous to him emotionally.
What it boils down to is we're all just sluts.
You know what? Never mind. I give up. I don't know about you, but I'm actually more confused than I was when we started.
Yeah.
And we know it's complicated, but the overall size of your network can look in any different way.
Yeah.
So if this was your first time viewing the Poly Vlog, please subscribe. We post Tuesdays and Thursdays each week in a continual effort to improve the understanding and the practice of polyamory and promote healthy and conscious loving choices.
Please see the description below for links to our website, Twitter, and Facebook fan pages. And go to Facebook and become a fan. Thanks so much.
See you next time.